圣地牙哥大师赛冠军战，太平洋内战 ，PRX 对上农心，赢的将带走本次赛会冠军奖杯。如果农心赢了，将成为首支赢得国际赛事的晋升者队伍。农心从10月15日开始保持的 VCT 不败纪录也将继续。究竟这场比赛会有多精彩呢
See if they can find their target. So it's Ivy looking for a timing. Gets caught off guard. Not ready for something. Just jump, plant his feet, and find the headshot. Suddenly, Nongshim reeling a bit here in the pistol. The barrel for the slide across. Invi gonna get caught on the Dambi. Finds that kill. The shutdown RB trying to clutch it out, but it's gonna be Invi to stand a bit taller.
First time on the global stage, coming over to PRX and making the most of it to start. Knife out, no problem. Little bit of a jump, a land. And a clean shot from something. RB.
Out here, center site. Bottom of hut. With Devi on the swing. Takes his head clean off. And suddenly, you have to start wondering, is it possible? Can they do it? Devi, he says yes. Finds the one. Drop down. Has the read, and he has the shot! Welcome to Pacific, ladies and gentlemen! Seems like this little back and forth will be coming to an end here. Something greets them at the door. RB to fall. And it's gonna be a flawless for PRX to move up 3-1. And just to take away what few weapons they do have in hand, Ivy tucks back away from that one RB. Trying to TP out. Is now the convergent pass as well gonna be layered in. Something on the entry, up and over, but loses out on multiple players. And the timeout call.
It's his movement where he's beginning to accelerate. It's before the door this time. Somebody's gonna have to teach me how he makes the judge do what it does. The way he's able to get those bullet spreads to land is unparalleled.
Flick down, and Ivy, lucky to be alive. He's anticipating this repeat, and he wins it out. A critical find for him, but Devi at the same time able to find Dambi back over on the B side. Francis forward, tucked into the coming Prowler. The chase does get cleared. And RB dead as he tries to TP over to get the spike planted, but the return fire looking decent, but Invi was looking excellent for a brief little moment. Once again, this would give away his position once he lobs it through. Smoke now in. Jing able to hold this one up the half. He's gonna try to just stick it. Ivy doesn't manage to find the kill! Again, that judge in hand looking for the early shutdown. Second will be eating some damage, but do they read this position? No, they don't quite do. 2 kills still gonna be found for something. Or X-Frost is finally able to take him out of the equation.
Get into a post plant. Ivy's got the pit.
And Devi, he's got the angle and he's got all 3.
Devi leaning in this direction.
Looking for that pass hit yet again. Paranoia connecting on the Forsaken. Dambi sliding forward. Able to find Invi. Turns back in. Francis will fall, but Dambi collects a second elimination. Devi. Not gonna be able to shut him down this time. Maybe starting to find his footing coming alive here on the stage. Pit now going to be invested as well. As Nongshim know how desperately they need this final round of the half. Dambi going to be able to find himself a 4th. Something dead, now it's all on Jing. Will quickly be cleaned up, so 8-4 at the half. Dambi turning back over towards Man and X-Ross. Taking that first fight, something going to fall on X-Ross. Finds the double up. Invi now dead. He gets 4! RB will find the final.
Rock solid on that A site. X-Ross just not giving him anything. Oh my God, that 4th, that tap. Baiting here for Francis.
Trying to. And he's just gonna take a straight shot through the wall. Something dead. RB. Filling space forward into the smoke. Eventually will be fished out of it, but my goodness. What an opening kill from Francis.
Goes for the big shot and hits.
Now the reposition in the mid, the spot on the 1. The gate crash out to safety. Spike collected. Devi has been spotted, has been worked lower. Jing, nice solid shutdown on the Dambi on the slide, but Charles is right there playing alongside the Neon. Now it is just Devi in the lead.
Gotta find some opportunities to use some of these ults as PRX, but you're just a lot of times getting beat to the punch, or in the round you did win, you just kind of got in there so fast.
He has the Neon. He does have that overdrive. But Francis, he had never moved, so Forsaken, it's an obvious place for him to check. Immediately finds the kill. Steel Garden will just keep them zoned back, stop them from flooding forward for a little bit longer. Well, Paranoia does connect on the 4. Forsaken says, I don't need vision to send out this pet. And something, gonna find one, RB with two.
Down A.
Player advantage, however, now gonna be equalized as Ivy leads up a kill on to Envy. Lobs in that bite. Looking for some damage, gets a bit there. Spam continues, X-Ross forward. Flushes them both out. The ultimate's denied.
Just incredible from Nongshim. A great read early here by PRX. They get into the site, they shut Dambi down. It's a 5v3, but RB on the outside of the pit finds two huge kills, and it's X-Ross again.
Corralled in mid, Jing swooping forward to his death. Francis is there, swapping positions as it is Justify left. Finds a second, it would have to be an ace clutch. Turns back, RB. The next one to take the fight, Devi, able to win it out. Here's the approach, but the time is getting away from him. 11 seconds remaining.
10 seconds left.
And Ivy now arriving at backside the lobbing on the snake bite. Devi nearly dead. And the round is over, the map is gone. Nongshim struggle at the start. A wide swing could be his undoing, but still it's gotta be able to find something in the back. But Ivy finding two in the front. In the end, Jing both eliminated. The snake bite layered forward. Trying to scale, stop them from collecting this spike and stop them. He has Ivy. 3K, potentially a fourth as it's just Devi. What a twist, what a turn of events so far here. That C's did connect. Devi just staying tucked away, but then Ivy finds him immediately off the hunt reveal. Prowler chasing all the way around the back as there's the Bucky, but there's the Judge. Dambi finds Jing, Devi dead. Recollection on this one, Dambi missing the rope. Will get punished, Forsaken able to pursue in for that elimination, but RB cuts down his reinforcements. Prowler finds him, as does Francis. More gate crashes, no easy exit for a sniper, and Forsaken, he's just missing a timing on that. He's gonna try to scale forward, try to find that punish. Had he continued pre-firing the angle, might have been rewarded with a kill, but now instead he's gonna be eliminated. Jing will be able to find Dambi, but now Ivy strikes in from garage. The time starting to tick. Jing, can he play this out? Finds the first, Ivy dead. Another paint shell lobbed in, that should be the round secured. As Jing comes alive.
Getting on the board when they need it most, but man, I was so nervous.
Right of the rope from Dambi, keeping it quiet. Sliding forward, looking for the backstab with that Judge. Meanwhile, a little leg shot there, and Dambi, he has just stormed the front. Forsaken and something both gone. The spike still a world away. Meanwhile, Francis cleans up the kill on Envy, finishes what he started on their own.
They just had no idea. He's so patient. He's so good at finding his moments. Yeah. It's tough. Not
We have to suspect that there's going to be that Judge around the corner. So now having it confirmed, but something, his eyes are trained towards this Neon, so Ivy just backstabs for free. He's tethered in position, and no one can do a damn thing about it. Oh, Francis finds two. Dambi sliding forward. Forsaken only good for the first.
been consistent answers for anyone this year against Nongshim. The shotguns might work a little bit. We saw it on Corrode, but they're kind of just better. Big brawl.
Overdrive. Dimensional drift as well. Trying to counteract the pivot. They're just going to go crunching into A main. Showstopper going to be drawn out. RB, however, striking first. Something dead. The push forward. Jing looking for a target. Lobs it beneath his feet. And Dambi zaps him out of the sky. Finds the follow-up. Envy's gone. And Pit be damned. Nongshim do not give them the chance. Held at bay as Ivy. He's right here on the corner. The push forward. Into the second. Into the fourth. Ivy. Absolutely decimating. Now looking for an ace.
You know where he's at.
Stuck here around the corner. They're going to try to play him in. The shot's ringing out. Looking for the swing. And Ivy will have it. His first global stage. His first grand final. And he has got an ace to take Nongshim up to map point.
This is disgusting work from Ivy. tucks into the corner, and by the time PRX realizes it, they off of each other. Goes Dambi.
Paranoia across. Dambi needing to turn back, but it will be Francis of that second layer to come to the rescue. Now Jing gone. X-Ross finds Forsaken. And in the blink of an eye, there's just 2 members of PRX left standing. Envy and something to try to work a miracle. Francis still willing to fight forward. The swing in. He finds the first. Envy will fall. 13-4. They just cannot keep track. Jing able to find the double pump. Francis dead, but now he is all alone. The dash forward, the saturate connecting as he slowly drifts to his demise.
Pauses the time, and Alex is gonna have to give one of his best yet. It's been great with the timeouts. I mean, often PRX is coming out of them and either winning the follow-up round or winning the round after the eco if they're in one.
Virgin Path's gonna be sent over towards tower. No one at home. Dash in, Forsaken, dead. RB finds him. That might have even been before the cam reveal. I think he just caught him. Clone gonna be found now. Backpedal Ivy frantically trying to get away, but X-Ross with that Hunter's Fury is able to find a second. Envy and Jing, both gone. Something doubles up the kills. Running just one shot, but the spike still needs to be recovered. The drone to check forward, doesn't clear the corner. And it's just a hair off. It's just right above the head. Something cannot find X-Ross. He picks up another 3 kills, and RB has the finisher. Completely out of hope.
They're flattened. Nothing left to say. He just watches him go through. Could just tell RB, yeah, he's going up ropes. And then the ping reveals there. Oh my God. What a catch for X-Ross.
He's playing insane.
He is. And
just cannot track him down. Looking for the exit and something. Fallen. Francis forward, finding Envy at window. Meanwhile, an exec attempt over on the A side of the map.
But the Cypher util is here.
The tripwires are still there, and so too is Ivy. Finds the first, gets the second. X-Ross in between. There's another flawless. Rip Devi getting the spot on a Francis. Quick little exit on that gate. Crashes Dambi, diving forward, landing right in behind Envy. It's X-Ross to find 2, but Forsaken Devi, one apiece in response. 3v3 of the post plant. RB off to a wider angle. They're not spamming him. X-Ross on the counter spam has it, and they just hold the defuse. 10-2. Nokshim continue to be excellent when we come back after halftime.
On another level, on another planet.
We're fracked out. Dambi not going to be suffering that much damage. She's down at 79. Is now the Hunter's Fury opened up. Forsaken eliminated RB's hand, but Devi with a nice shot will be able to find Ivy. Quick little pause. Not exactly where you wanted to go. But this ended up just being a brilliant fake. Either way, Dambi finding Envy, something gone. Devi eliminated. Jing, the last one standing, saturated, dead. Dambi has 3, and Nokshim have match point.
They do everything right.
This series, this final is coming to an end. Francis takes out Devi. This is just Jing, now Forsaken, blinded up, hunted down, and killed. 13-3, 3-0. They are your Masters Santiago champions. 938 days since that man in the middle was on a global stage.